Hi everyone and welcome back. It's Betty here and I'm so excited you're joining me for today's video. Before we get into today's important topic, make sure to hit subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and comment below telling me where you're watching from. I love seeing where my amazing audience is from. Now, let's dive in. You know that feeling when you go to stand up from your favorite chair, and for just a split second, your legs feel a little unsteady? Maybe you reach for the armrest, or you pause to steady yourself before taking a step. Most of us brush it off. Oh, I just got up too fast. But what if I told you that tiny moment of wobbliness could be trying to tell you something much bigger about your health? Something that could even predict how long you'll live. That's right. Research from some of the top aging experts in the world has found that your balance isn't just about avoiding falls. It's a window into your overall health, your brain function, even your risk of dying sooner than you should. And today, I'm going to show you a simple 5-second test you can do right at home that'll tell you exactly where you stand, literally. Now, before you start worrying, let me be clear, this isn't about scaring you. It's about empowering you. Because the good news is, no matter how you do on this test today, there are simple, science-backed ways to improve your balance, boost your strength, and add years to your life. And we're going to cover all of that. But first, let's talk about why this matters so much, and why your doctor might not be telling you about it. You see, as we age, we lose muscle mass and nerve sensitivity without even realizing it. That slight shuffle in your step, the way you hold on to the grocery cart a little tighter, those aren't just signs of getting older, they're red flags that your body's stability system is weakening. And here's the scary part. Studies show that seniors who struggle with basic balance tests are 3 times more likely to die prematurely than those with solid balance. Why? Because poor balance is linked to everything from heart disease to cognitive decline. It's not just about falling, it's about what's happening inside your body that's making you unsteady. So, let's do this test together. Find a safe spot near a counter or chair you can grab if needed. Here's what you do. Stand straight, feet together, arms at your sides. Now, lift one foot just a few inches off the ground, like you're about to take a step, but don't step. Just hold that position. Can you stay steady for 5 full seconds without wobbling, hopping, or grabbing something? If not, that's okay, we'll fix it. But if you can, that's a great sign. Now try the other foot. How'd you do? If you passed easily, that's fantastic. But if you struggled, don't panic, because here's the most important thing, balance isn't fixed. It's a skill, and like any skill, you can improve it at any age. In fact, I'm going to share 3 easy exercises in just a minute that can help you build rock-solid stability in just a few weeks. But first, let's talk about why this test matters so much, and the hidden health risks your balance, or lack of it, might be revealing. For example, did you know that poor balance is one of the earliest warning signs of nerve damage from diabetes? Or that it's closely tied to your brain health? That's right, your ability to balance isn't just in your legs, it's controlled by a complex system involving your inner ear, your vision, and even your memory. So when that system starts to slip, it's often a sign that other things are, too. But again, here's the good news. By working on your balance now, you're not just preventing falls, you're protecting your brain, your nerves, and your heart. So let's talk about those 3 simple exercises. The first one. It's so easy, you can do it while brushing your teeth. So you've taken the 5-second balance test. How did it go? Whether you passed with flying colors or needed a little extra support, what matters now is what you do next. Because here's the truth, balance isn't something you're just born with. It's something you maintain, or lose, based on how you move every single day. And the best part? Even if you've been unsteady for years, you can still rebuild your stability starting today. Let me tell you about my friend, Margaret. At 72, she started noticing she'd wobble whenever she put on her shoes. She'd laugh it off, "Oh, I'm just getting old." Until one day, She lost her balance reaching for a teacup and fractured her wrist. That's when her doctor told her something shocking: your balance is a bigger predictor of your lifespan than your blood pressure. And that wake-up call changed everything. Because after just 6 weeks of doing the exact exercises I'm about to show you, Margaret went from barely standing on one foot to walking confidently on icy sidewalks again. So let's get started. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't need a gym membership. All you need is a little bit of space and a sturdy chair or countertop nearby for support if you need it. Exercise number 1, the brush and balance. Do this every morning. This one's so easy, you'll wonder why you haven't been doing it for years. Next time you're brushing your teeth, try standing on one leg while you do it. Hold on to the sink if you need to at first, that's totally fine. The goal is to work up to 30 seconds on each side without support. Why does this work? Because it trains your brain and muscles to communicate faster, which is exactly what prevents those dangerous, "I just lost my balance for no reason" moments. Exercise number 2, the sit to stand power move. This one's a double win. It boosts leg strength and balance at the same time. Find a sturdy chair, no wheels, and practice sitting down and standing up without using your hands. Sounds simple, right? But here's the key: do it slowly. Count to 3 as you lower yourself, pause for a second, then push up through your heels. Aim for 5 reps in a row. If that's easy, try crossing your arms over your chest. This exercise is so effective, studies show it can cut your fall risk in half in just a month. Exercise number 3, the heel-to-toe walk, like a sobriety test, but for longevity. This one might make you feel a little silly at first, but trust me, it's a game changer. Walk in a straight line, placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other, like you're on a tightrope. Do this near a wall or hallway railing for safety. Start with just 5 steps, then work up to 10. Why does this work? Because it forces your brain to relearn how to coordinate movement, something most of us haven't practiced since we were kids playing hopscotch. Now, here's something critical: if you've been inactive for a while, your muscles might protest a bit at first. That's normal. But if you feel sharp pain, not just stiffness, stop and check with your doctor. The goal here is progress, not perfection. Even doing one of these exercises daily can make a dramatic difference. But I need to warn you about a hidden mistake most people make when trying to improve their balance. You might think that holding on to walls or furniture, just to be safe, is helping you, but it's actually stealing your progress. Here's why: every time you grab something for balance, you're telling your brain, "Don't bother strengthening yourself, I've got external support." And over time, that weakens your natural stability. So here's my challenge to you: start reducing how much you rely on external support. Touch the counter lightly with just one fingertip instead of gripping it. Use a cane. Try carrying it without putting weight on it unless absolutely necessary. Small tweaks like this force your body to reawaken those stabilizing muscles. You know what's interesting? Most of us think we're being smart by holding onto railings, moving slower, or avoiding uneven surfaces as we get older. After all, we don't want to fall, right? But here's the uncomfortable truth: the more we try to protect ourselves by avoiding challenges, the faster our balance deteriorates. It's like a muscle: if you don't use it, you lose it. And what starts as a little caution today can snowball into a real loss of independence down the road. Let me ask you something: when was the last time you walked without scanning the floor for hazards? Or stood up from a chair without pushing off with your hands? If it's been a while, that's your body adapting to less, and that's exactly what we need to reverse. Because here's what the research shows: seniors who deliberately challenge their balance just a little each day don't just avoid falls, they actually lower their biological age. That's right, their bodies function like someone years younger. The number 1 mistake: avoiding discomfort. Think about this: when you walk through a parking lot and grab your spouse's arm, just in case, Or when you choose the elevator instead of the stairs because your knees feel stiff, you're teaching your body it can't handle those things anymore. And your brain listens. But what if, instead, you paused for a second and thought, let me try this on my own first? Not recklessly, but mindfully. That's how you rebuild confidence and strength. The fix: micro-challenges. You don't need to start walking on balance beams. Just add tiny tests to your day. Stand at the kitchen counter and let go for 3 seconds while you stir your coffee. Take 1 step sideways without holding anything when you get out of the shower. Walk down the hallway at home with your arms lightly touching the walls instead of pressing into them. These seem small, but they're powerful signals to your nervous system. Hey, I've still got this. The emotional side of balance. Here's something doctors rarely talk about: fear is physical. When you're anxious about falling, your body tenses up, your breathing gets shallow, and, ironically, you become more unsteady. That's why the mental game is just as important as the exercises. Try this: the next time you feel wobbly, smile. Sounds silly, but smiling triggers your brain to relax. And a relaxed body balances far better than a stiff, scared one. Your invitation to a stronger future. Look, I won't sugarcoat it: aging comes with challenges. But here's what I know: your body is always capable of more than you think. Every time you practice standing tall, every time you choose to trust your legs just a little more, you're not just improving your balance. You're sending a message to your entire being: I'm not done yet. So start today. Right now. Stand up from your chair without using your hands, just once. Feel that? That's your strength waking up. And if you stumbled? Good. That means you're exactly where you need to be, at the beginning of a stronger, steadier chapter. Because here's the truth no one tells you: falling isn't the worst thing that can happen, stopping yourself from living fully is. So take that step. Then another. And know that with every small victory, you're not just adding stability to your life, you're adding life to your years. Now I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried the 5-second test? What surprised you? Let's cheer each other on in the comments. And if this resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more real talk about thriving after 60. Remember, aging isn't about decline, it's about discovering just how much you're still capable of. Here's to your strength,